Hello everybody, this is Kirby over yonder, and one of the main things I and some other cartoon reviewers do is criticize kids' cartoons, cartoons aimed at children. Many people think this is silly. Why would you criticize a kids' cartoon? It's just for kids, it's not for you. I don't think I've ever gotten this complaint personally, but I know that a lot of other cartoon reviewers do, and I'd like to address it. So, why do we criticize bad kids' cartoons and praise the good ones? The first important thing to note here is that many people who criticize kids' cartoons, myself included, grew up with kids' cartoons that are really good. I mean, think about some of the cartoons from your childhood. Now, maybe you'd think of Looney Tunes or Tom and Jerry, or maybe you'd think of Rugrats or Powerpuff Girls, where all of those cartoons had great comedic timing, interesting characters, and unique stories. A lot of cartoons that kids get nowadays have very little depth, rely on cliché jokes, and stale, boring characters. Now, I'm not saying that every kid's cartoon needs to be as deep and complex as Adventure Time, but look at SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a very simple show, but many people, both kids and adults, enjoy it because it has sharp comedy, likable characters, and creative imagery. SpongeBob talks to kids on their level, and the show never treats its audience like idiots. Many bad kids cartoons just resort to obnoxious screaming, terrible potty jokes, and flashy colors. That bothers me. I think kids deserve much more than that. This is a time where the young mind is still developing, so if they see cartoon characters being obnoxious, then they'll become obnoxious. Good kids cartoons can teach kids about the world and what's right and wrong, yet still be entertaining at the same time. Most of the best kids cartoons can make kids laugh and think at the same time, and I think that's a beautiful thing. Bad kids cartoons won't make kids laugh and will make them think, man, what I'm watching is really stupid. Because, believe it or not, some kids can tell when they are being talked down to. I have a story that I think is relevant. When I was about 10 or 11 years old, I was eating lunch at school when I decided I wanted to get a snack. So I went up to my school's little snack cart thing and asked the lady there for a snack. She gave me one, but she talked to me in this weird way, like you're talking to a little kid. And I was about 10 or 11 years old. And so obviously, I was confused by this, to the point where later that day I asked my mom why she talked to me like that. I don't remember what my mom said, but that's not what's important. What's important is, even at a young age, I was able to tell that that lady was talking down to me. So obviously some kids, I'm sure not all, but some, are able to tell when a cartoon is talking down to them. Heck, even I was able to recognize that movies like Shark Tale and Chicken Little were bad. I'm sure many kids have felt insulted by bad cartoons because of the way they talk down to kids. And for the kids who don't notice how bad these cartoons are, well, it's probably worse for them because they're probably following the bad messages that these cartoons give. Now, I'm not saying that all cartoons need to have messages to them, but if you're going to do a message, then please do it right or else you'll seriously screw up a kid's life. Good kids cartoons don't hit kids on the head with these messages, but instead subtly teach them through a character's actions and still manage to be entertaining. Kids can take a character's situation and apply it to their lives for better and for worse. That's why we must make sure that it's for better, because if we keep letting kids watch whatever is on TV, then they'll use those bad role models to make bad decisions. This is why I feel bad when I see my little cousins watching crap on TV, because I know that they could be watching something that's so much better. Look, if your kid genuinely enjoys Caillou, then that's fine, good for them. but maybe watch the cartoons with them and see for yourself whether or not these are messages that you want your kids to be hearing. Because the good kids' cartoons won't stray away from dark topics, but will also let kids know that they are not alone in the world. There will always be people who love and support them through good and bad times. At least, that's what cartoons always did for me. I don't know, maybe you just think I'm some dork who likes talking about cartoons too much, but I've watched kids' cartoons, both new and old, that have changed my life in meaningful ways, and I probably wouldn't be the person I am today without them. Some of my favorite cartoons of all time are quote-unquote for kids, and I don't even care, because I love the characters, I love the stories, and I love the comedy. So next time you say, "Oh, this is dumb, why are you criticizing a kid's show?" think to yourself just how much impact a cartoon can have on a kid. I'll see you guys next time.